Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. Wait, don't go. I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not my mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? 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 You hear that, ladies and gentlemen. It is called an entourage. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey everybody, welcome. Guess who's back? Unfortunately, me! Saint Nick, or Saint Niko, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's fine, I'm right here. Look, I'm here, I'm in the flesh. Yeah! Another applause for almost not ripping my shirt. Hello everybody, welcome to the 100th episode of Niko the Legend? The Niko Show, sorry, I don't practice any of this stuff, so. That's right, I gave myself a round of applause because it's been, geez, I don't even know how long, maybe a few years since the first episode, maybe even longer. Shit, dude, but we've been doing this for a while. Yeah, some more. Yeah, more. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 100th episode of the Niko Show. So if you're tuning in right now on YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, wherever you find this podcast right now, I appreciate it, because guess what? We haven't done honestly, okay, so I haven't uploaded an episode of the Niko Show to YouTube, or really anything on YouTube, for the past 4 months, besides maybe something I did a month ago, whatever. That was just kind of like testing the waters a bit. But showing my face, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, because at the end of we're still not doing this live. I should have told you, this is all pre-recorded, guys, so you might as well just get out right now and boo! Okay, and just vanish. But no, stay, please, stay. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, my bad. But yeah, so please stay, because there's much to discuss today. It's a lot of, it's a bit of a recap today. For the large portion of today is a recap and kind of going through the Niko Show and the philosophies behind it, if you want to call it that, or the 101, and kind of going the nitty-gritty route. But there will be news articles we talk about beforehand, and there's a couple that more comical this holiday season. So ho, 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 grab your whores, and well, just grab them. I don't know. Just pay them something. I don't know. Give them like a $5 tip or something. I don't know. Just a tip, right? Okay, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Means a lot, of course. So, like I said, if you're finding me, I'm on Spotify, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, definitely on YouTube now, more than ever, on Twitch, all those other platforms. The links will be, shameless plugs aside, they'll be in the description below. So, as you can see, I'm doing well. I don't have my Saint Niko's beard. I mean, this is just scruff. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the beard. Usually I do it around my birthday, and which is in October, and I just let it grow out until spring comes along. And I usually last that long, but not this time. I just wasn't feeling it, I just didn't have the vibes, didn't have the beardy, hairy vibes. Maybe because I didn't want to deal with this the entire time, I don't know. But hey, look, I'm alive and well. So thanks again, anybody who comes here and watches this, okay? This is a big deal. 100th episode. Remember, 100th episode. It's taken a while to get here. I know people will upload podcasts almost every day, or an episode. They'll do it. But that's because their entire platform is all podcasting. That's it. Just an episode a day. It's a lot of work, okay? You do have to be attentive, and I suck at being attentive on the podcast, okay? That's why it's taking so long. But the show must go on, right? It's better late than ever type scenario. I don't ever want to stop doing the podcast and stuff because I know there are people out there that do listen, so that's always means a lot. And the thing is, you never know who's listening anyway. Could be your ex-girlfriend, could be a fat sumo wrestler. I know saying fat sumo wrestler is a bit redundant, but it could be a really fat sumo wrestler. There's the smaller ones and then the bigger ones. Then you can have your mommy and daddy listening, and then you have your grandma who's dead in a ditch somewhere listening, or I don't know, somebody who really links you. You just you toss the ball around and you just play a little fetch, you play a little tetherball. Okay. So anyway, that's why I want to keep doing this. And plus, I think for anybody who does listen to it, I think you guys enjoy the show. I enjoy the show quite a bit. There's so we'll get to the Niko show stuff later on, describing like the podcasts and all that, right? But just real quick, there are so many podcasts out there. It's crazy that how much it's grown, the podcast community or ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, the society. And maybe it's always been a lot. It's just nowadays it's more prevalent to know that because everything's just spoiled for you on the internet. There's no such thing as discovery anymore unless you're legit looking up things to talk about, like I did for this, which only took about 2 seconds. You're not going to go to the library looking for an encyclopedia on what GameStop is or what does look for a newspaper on the deaths of Black Friday at the Minnesota Mall, the Mall of America. You wouldn't. Maybe you'll find that encyclopedia of crazy or something like that. But we don't do really any digging anymore. So surprise! I will do some of the work for you, and it's great. It's great. But everybody just. You go by the preference of the podcast, and you like the voice, you like the format, you like what they talk about, yada yada yada. There's a podcast for everyone. And listen, I like listening to podcast people that aren't shills, which means that I don't like them when they put on this facade or this. They really present themselves as like a higher, like the top percentile, like an elite or something, and they think they're funny or anything they say is arbitrary and all that stuff. Look. Sometimes it's okay to be at the bottom just because you can say whatever you want. And although not many people will care, but that's the point in a way, Even if they did care, I wouldn't care, I know these podcast people get bought out, or sponsorships, partnerships and all that, to monetize, and they don't want you saying certain things. Well, too fucking bad. I'll say whatever the fuck I want, right? There's ways of doing it without being owned by some stupid company that you just make your own brand. So I guess we're kind of doing that right now. There's just no currency coming in, but I don't care. Do we care? No. People just like talking. We're all loud. We're the fucking loudmouth species of the entire universe. So yeah, I come to the conclusion with that statement. I talked to whatever star was shining in last night and told me to fuck off. Anyway, so like I said, today is a very special episode. So thanks again, guys. I'm going to be thanking you a lot. I'm going to be thanking everyone that is just existing at this moment in time of listening to this podcast. And like I said, this is a pre-recorded episode that you're seeing on YouTube. But hey, talk to me, guys. I want to, me coming back to YouTube, let me know what you guys like the most on YouTube, what you dislike the most. Kind of going with this, this pros and cons type deal. And I'm able to make posts on my YouTube channel because it's not 1,000 subscribers anymore to do posts, talk to people. It's now 500 subscribers. I honestly think that you should just be able to do it any time. I mean, who gives a fuck, right? Just whatever, talk. But, I do appreciate that I can do it because I'm so close to the 1,000. I've been in the 950s range for a while, for the past, oh my God, more than half a year now. It's been insane. So that's kind of when I stopped in the first place. The last Niko podcast episode that you see on YouTube, Niko goes on vacation, goes into everything of why I decided to go on vacation in the first place. you just get burnt out after a while, you know? You want to take a break, especially when you have over 1,000 uploads on YouTube. But it's because I have so much range. You guys are missing out, especially on YouTube, you know? Missing out. Role plays, podcasts, skits, let's plays, news-related stuff. You know, I offer more than one bag of trick, more than one hat, you know? But everybody's got their favorites. Obviously, the videos that get the most views are the news episodes, like the Mass Effect related stuff, but that's been in the shitter, in the gutter lately, okay? But, you know, whatever. We're just going to keep plugging along. Maybe we'll get those people coming back. Maybe we'll get new people. I don't know. Can't dislike the video, or I'll never know how many dislikes I get for a video. Maybe until I look at the actual statistics. Can you still do that, by the way? Can someone let me know? I mean, I can just look it up right now, but yeah, just let me know in the chat or something if anybody's hearing this right now. If you could still, despite this, it just being a dislike. Oh God, I'm dying. Despite it just being a dislike button now, can you still see how many people dislike you in the analytics? Let me know. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's get that round of applause coming back. Jesus, that's scary. Too many Joey Wheelers in this fucking Yu-Gi-Oh world. Okay. So we got the intro out of the way. Like I said, I'm doing fine. I hope you guys are doing fine. If not, well, tough shit. You're gonna have to find a way, right? Or just live in a pile of mud. Just right away, maybe? Just go die. Just pass out. No, seriously. Let's get down. Let's go to the topics of today's. Just 2 articles, like we do now. And if anybody hasn't been listening to me on Spotify, this is how we do the Niko show now. We do 2 news articles on gaming, okay? And then we get straight to the. Then we get to the subject, okay? Back in the day when Niko first started, Niko show. I guess we're just gonna do recaps all around, just to add to the conversation. But ultimately, we'll talk all about the Niko show at the end. Anyway, yeah. So in the beginning, I would just do news articles. I would find stuff on the internet, and we talk about that for an entire hour. And I just go blah 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 blah. Just pull them out from anywhere, or just pull them from anywhere. And that's what we did for a while. But and before that, I would, what I'm doing right now, setting the foundation, doing the introductions and stuff. I would also talk about what games I want to play or what games I'm playing right now. And then also what's going on with me in real life. But you know what? I don't care about what games I want to play anymore or stuff going on in real life. Because I kind of take a little bit too long. I get too far into it. So I don't want to steer off the path because I want to be just straight content. So I should probably take my own advice. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Just remember, guys, NikoTheLegend here, 100th episode. Let's get right to the show. This is the 100th episode of the Niko Show. I'm going to be saying that a lot today. Now, are you ready for the first article? Because like I said, these 2 articles from sources that you won't care about, this time not from IGN.com, which is impressive, but trust me, these sources aren't much better. Okay. This first one, don't worry about the lighting because I'm actually going to bring that up. I just got to do this real quick. Where's display capture? There it is. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that could work. It's just a giant background. That's fine. Oh, God, I got to take this. Off. Oh, God. Oh, God, everything's falling apart. Okay, sorry, I had a green towel there. Wait, is this the microphone? Just shh. Okay, so this one's going to be talking about GameStop, okay? And look, if you don't know what GameStop is exactly what it says. It's a store where you buy video games and electronics and stuff like that, okay? All right. So GameStop pushes employees to the breaking point during holiday rush. I'm going to read off the article here because it's over here. My arm's missing. Okay, that was tiny muscle. Okay. Pay freezes, online orders, and staffing shortages plagued the last video game chain still standing. Oh, God. It's like they never learn. How is GameStop still alive? Oh, my God. It's because of the fucking crazy stock market GameStop, like, crazy increase in stocks they had earlier this year. It's pretty fucking funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, it's been a gangbusters year. What the fuck does that even mean? For those at the top of the GameStop pyramid, listen. Look, just because I don't know what gangbusters means, it's not. Look, some people just sound more. They try to sound more intelligent than what they actually are. So, don't let them confuse you with their wannabe big words. And I read for a living. I write for a living. Well, not for a living per se. I don't get paid for it, but I do like writing. Anyway, revenue is down and stores are closing. But the stock price continues to hover around an unprecedented $200 a share, which is a lot, forging gilded parachutes for its fleeing C-suite. For many at the bottom, C-suite is probably the type of business, it's been one of the worst in recent memory, with the current holiday onslaught driving a final nail in the coffin for those tired of all the bullshit, okay? The GameStop subreddit, a digital water cooler employees gather around to commiserate, has been even more grim than usual. I did, quote, I did the best thing I could think of doing for my mental health and dropped those keys? What? One user wrote, over the weekend in GameStop parlance for quitting. Last year is when things started to turn into a psychologically abusive relationship between me and this company, wrote another. The last few weeks have been the worst. You mean just working through the holidays? What job, what employer is casual during the holidays? Tell me. Being a janitor maybe, but I mean, this is a 9-to-5 low-paying job. What do you expect? Do you expect this to be the best job to work for, despite if you like video games or not? It's a retail shop. Retail shops suck. And they suck so hard during the holidays that you're going to hate your life for a while. Okay? Anyway, there has been a flurry of posts like these recently as the company approaches its busiest time of year. GameStop has always been a notoriously difficult retail job that people put up with in order to be in proximity to video games. But the ongoing pandemic, here it comes, labor shortage, here it comes, skyrocketing inflation, well, that's true, 2% increase in all-around prices across the U.S. in the past year, just look that up, and transformation of the company into an online sales giant has put strain on employees like never before. Every store is held together by tape and glue, one current store manager told Kotaku. GameStop did not respond to a request for comment. Yeah, of course they don't, because they don't care. They don't care enough to reply back. Why would they reply to you, fucking Kotaku? They don't care. They don't want to waste their time on this stupid-ass company. Kotaku sucks. All these companies suck. That these journalists suck. I know because I've seen it posted all over on Twitter, these guys talking about stupid shit all the time. But it's subjective, so what do I know? Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. I have applied at GameStop in the past, back in the day, and I had all these credentials and all these things that I seem, make me eligible for a simple retail job. But when you go to my GameStop that was at a mall close by when it was open at the time, now it's closed because the roof caved in. It's been like that for like a couple of years now, I think. Anyway, you see the type of people that work there, and you're like, okay, no wonder I didn't get hired, because, and I'm not trying to stereotype here, this is just an observation, and maybe everybody has that at their GameStop, maybe they know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to say it here, but let's just say I noticed a pattern of the type of people they hire, and there's only been a few coworkers there that have stayed for a long while, and then they leave. They leave to find other jobs, or or get fired. So, I would say GameStop, even though I think at one point, just correct me if I'm wrong, I think at one point it was even in like top 100 best jobs to work for, but that's a gray area, because best in what way, right? You can have the best money-making machine ever, but your turnover rate is fucking terrible. It's through the roof, And I feel like GameStop is that, except A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, because I don't think it's just ever a good job to work for. I think the people that work at that company probably pay too much attention to detail, and I get it. These stores there's a lot of equipment in this store that's worth a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying to do this, but if you rob the GameStop, every single thing in there, you will easily have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of products. It's insane how much like electronics and technological devices are in there. Like, you would strike gold. And guess what? You can be a scalper after you rob the store and just sell it for a higher price on eBay or something. There you go. That's corrupt capitalism for you. Or just corruption in general. But I'm just saying, actually, I think a GameStop near, oh yeah, the one at the mall that did close down did get robbed at one point. Yeah, it's great. People are desperate for those video games. And I think this is before scalpers were even scalping hardcore like they do now. So if you don't know what a scalper is, it's somebody who just buys a shit ton of a product, of the same product or multiple products, and they just oversell it on eBay because it's supply and demand. So anything that's low stock, especially, they buy the hell out of it, and then they sell the hell out of it on eBay for more. So thanks, scalpers. And they got bot programs and all that, and yada, yada, yada. Honestly, like, what do you guys think? Do you think GameStop should even be open anymore, like in the physical sense? Because, we still have other stores that have games like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, other well, I don't know if I could say more competent stores, but, we've all bought plenty of electronics and games from those big retail stores like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy, I mean, I personally, I do like GameStop, okay, just as a retail store in terms of merchandise. Like, they do have some pretty cool merchandise in there. And they got games, and of course, I always was the guy that always enjoyed going to midnight launch lines and stuff. That's always great when games come out. But I understand, like, if this is a shitty job to work for, it's a shitty job to work for. And like I said, I've seen all kinds of people working at GameStop, but there's still a pattern, all kinds, as in, like, people getting fired or quitting, and then new people coming in. That's the all kinds part. I mean, shoot, dude, they were even having employees working during COVID times when the lockdowns first happened last year during the pandemic, because GameStop thought they were essential workers. I'm like, you guys put yourself on the same level as, like, doctors and nurses? What? But guess what? It's because Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing came out the same fucking day, and it made $1 bazillion. It was insane. Oh my god, it's crazy. So, there you have it. So guys, it's the holidays. No retail job, just in conclusion, no retail job is going to be fun to work for during the holidays. It's always going to be high traffic, pain in the ass. No one's happy working around the holidays. Everybody hates it. Nobody likes working around the holidays. Don't say you do. Unless it's what I do. I'm a personal trainer and I work at a gym, okay? Traffic usually gets a little slower at a gym because everybody's going on vacation and stuff. So I guess I lucked out, kind of. I do need clients, though, so come on by. Come on by! Okay, that's enough about GameFlop. All right, here we go. You ready for something that could be controversial to some people if they don't understand what I'm getting at, or the satire, or whatever you want to call it, the cynicism? I don't care. Insert here. We're talking about... Because they have to make a big deal about things. Like, everybody's got to be included in life. Why do games still struggle with trans inclusion? What is this? I don't want to subscribe, you fucking ball. I was going to say ball sack. Well, I did. Oh, God. Why do people write about this stuff? Is it... Okay, let me ask you this. If there's anybody who's a transsexual or trans anything, does this really bother you? Does this really bother you that the trans community isn't just in every single fucking game wholeheartedly? I haven't even read the article yet. I'm just spitballing here. But I'm also asking, let me know if this really upsets you, or anybody who's affiliated with the trans community, or whatever, just anything. You don't even have to be in the trans community, just anybody. Does this really fucking upset you? Is this such a dire thing to worry about? First, it's not enough women in video games, which is total bullshit. There's plenty of female protagonists, and they're all fucking awesome. Thanks, Samus. Thanks, Lara Croft. But there's plenty of... There's gay people. There's more gay people in video games now. Now it's all about the trans community being involved in video games. Like, oh my god, you just can't win. Look. Simple answer for this question, it's not struggling. It's that they just don't want it in their game. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your game. You make it how you want it to be. Big fucking deal. Cry about it later. Or actually just cry about it now and get over it. And guess what? You don't have to play that game, okay? If you go into a game and you're upset about the no trans inclusion, just play the fucking game, okay? You're playing... Okay, here's the thing. It's not going to have everything you want in the video game, because guess what? You're not making the video game. If you want more trans inclusion or whatever inclusion in a fucking game, you make a video game, or you look for a game that has something that's that you're worrying about that this other game doesn't have, that you find in it, okay? All right? Okay, we're good? Now let's get to this fucking article. Niko doesn't want trans in games. I was making the frogs gay in the water. AAA titles often feel expletive of trans people in trauma. Oh, look, correlation does not equal causation, okay? Don't correlate trans people in trauma. You're just automatically assuming that oh God. But some indie games are getting it right. Oh, some. Right. Because, hey, guess what, Wired? Do you go through every single fucking video game known to man, down to every AAA title, every fucking indie game, and you know for a fact that there's no trans inclusion? Hey, guess what? Sometimes they don't make it blatantly fucking obvious, and it's just a part of the natural chemistry of the game, how the game works. I don't know, two girls kissing, or same-sex relationships, or opposite-sex relationships, or trans relationships, whatever. If it's normal part of chemistry or whatever, the natural flow of the game, and you just now pick up on it, you're like, oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, cool. Whatever. It has to be fed to you. You have to, you listen. You went through every fucking game. I doubt it. Anyway, when it comes to trans and non-binary representation, I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to be really ridiculous here. The games industry is in a state of flux. Yes, because that's what we should worry about. Not corrupt monetization and capitalist approach to video games, right? Yeah. No, don't worry about that. No. These are probably the same people that say that video games lead to violence, shooting up clubs and stuff. Yeah, sure. Change is happening, especially in the indie scene, but it's a long process that's creating a landscape of unpredictability. Don't you want unpredictability? You want everything, like I said, they want everything. These people that write, they want everything fed to them on a platter. And then they want to eat, and eat. They want to know everything. Oh, tough shit. That's not how it goes. You gotta spend money to find out the answers, motherfucker. You gotta do the homework. New releases that have the opportunity to challenge the status quo often fall short. Stop there. How do you know? Which new releases? Give us some examples. Talk about it. Okay. Here we go. Big example. Here we go. Big one that apparently everybody had to make a big fucking deal about. As seen in the initial feedback about Cyberpunk 2077, fans were divided on whether the inclusion of a trans character outweighed the subtle transphobia at playing the game. Look, it's a sci-fi landscape. You can be whatever the fuck you want. There's like half the people in that game are just metal people. I guess they're pansexual because they're going to bang other metal people. It's like, why is this so important? I don't get it. Why do you have to have this in your game to where you're not happy anymore? Why? Oh my God. Fans were divided? Really? Really? How many of the fans were divided? Give me a percentage. Wired. Give me some statistics here. Okay? New releases. Yeah, because you play every fucking game 24/7, right? You know every single little bit of thing about every single character that goes on or event. Even other so-called best efforts like Dragon Age Inquisition came out in 2014. And The Last of Us Part 2 rely on fetishism and trauma. Really? So so when it's included, it's not included properly now. It's not. They're just never happy. They, as in people like this writing the article. It's become a tired tapestry of cliches and misunderstandings, helped along by a lack of LGBTQIA++, LMNOP, SpaghettiOs conversations. Really? Misunderstandings? Articles like this don't help the situation. It actually makes it less clear on what you want. You as a writer, if you're part of the trans community, or scam likely call, you make it misunderstanding, okay? And then when somebody screws it up a little bit, it's a big fucking deal, because oh my god, thank god, sorry, I'm a human fucking being. If developers took the time to talk with a diverse mix of LGBTQ plus gamers, they'd better appreciate the nuance needed to create well-rounded queer characters. Okay. Instead, trauma mining. Why are you so against trauma mining? What if it's true? Everybody goes through trauma in life. Why are you just saying that that queer characters are the only ones that go through trauma? Every fucking character has conflict and conflict resolution, and an arc for a character. I think this is just writing 101, folks. No trauma mining. What? Specifically, trans trauma is often a point of focus. I don't know, maybe they did their homework or something and it somehow is. Have you guys done your homework? Apparently every single game doesn't have it, trans inclusion. An issue that could be eradicated if more trans input was brought to the table. Please, have you seen Star Wars lately? Yeah, that's what happens if you include it too much into the fucking chemistry. Have you seen the New Republic books and everything? Have you seen those people writing the stories? You wonder why Star Wars is down the shitter. Anyway, that's just my opinion. All right, I gotta hurry up and finish this. The LGBTQ plus game scene is deteriorating. Deteriorating? I thought it didn't exist at all. A trans gamer tells Wired. Phoebe Zetler. Deteriorating? It's just only begun. How is it deteriorating? Anyway, currently representation is disjointed. For every hit, there are several misses. Well, I wonder why. And the hits often come from independent game developers crafting new narratives, not traditionally risk-averse AAA publishers. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't like Battlefield 5 with woman with claw hand? Oh, what about claw hand inclusion? You didn't like that? Like Captain Hook's underling or something? Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. It's all about you. Gaming has always struggled to properly represent LGBTQ plus characters, with previous generations using trans inclusion as a joke. Like the Grand Theft Auto series. Oh no, this is like the same person. Is this the same person that said that she got raped in Grand Theft Auto 5 by being teabagged to death? Unbelievable. Sadly, that precedent of questionable portrayals has worsened. Okay. Grand Theft Auto is not a good example, you fucking lazy piece of shit. Grand Theft Auto can be controversial for anything, so don't act like yours is like an outlier or a special case or something, you fucking lazy ass writer, okay? Pick a game that's actually a good example, not something so easy, okay? We can talk about all things Grand Theft Auto on how it's controversial, good and bad. It's not hard to do. It's hard to do, okay? Look at the definitive edition. That'll give you an example of controversial. Anyway, look, I can only talk about this so much because this is somebody who's just whining and crying and they think they have solutions, but they're not really helping. They said just bring more people to the table about queer representation and stuff. How? Are there queer experts out there? Is there a queer job listing for queer representation, administrator, president of the fucking United Queer Association? Like, what are you talking about? What? You're not helping. You offered little solution. I mean, look, I know the rest of the article probably tells us something, but I want to get to the juicy part of the thing. So if anybody wants to read this, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it really that bad, folks? Are people dying in the streets because of struggling with trans inclusion? Is that really a thing you lose sleep over? No, you just have nothing else better to write about and you don't do any of the homework because you gave us simple examples. Oh, Cyberpunk, easy as fuck example. Oh, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, both controversial as fuck games. Wow, way to go. Dragon Age Inquisition, okay, not bad. The Last of Us Part 2, easy fucking example. I mean, come on, man, come on. They don't want fetishism or trauma. They don't want realistic type of, isms for characters. Yeah, you just want a boring ass character who's a straight trans, has no sensitivity, no trauma or anything, because God forbid you have normal human trauma because you're a human being. God forbid. Anyway, hi, I'm NikoTheLegend. Welcome to the Niko Show. If you're just tuning in, appreciate it. Now we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. Here we go. The 100th episode. Surprise! I'm getting rid of this fucking article. Boom. Okay. I'm dead. Okay, well that's just perfect. That's letting you know the truth. Okay, guys, we've done enough of that. We're here now. We're here for the juicy part. You guys ready? Okay. So, guys, hello. We made it. We made it to the 100th episode. I'm excited to be here. I really am. This is awesome. I'm actually glad to be back on YouTube. Okay. I had a very nice lady give me some really great advice. Something so simple, which is pretty much just saying you got to go back into it. Don't quit. Don't leave. Don't give up type deal. So something like that. But I appreciate it. You know who I'm talking about. You know. The Santa's cap knows well. You guys won't know, but she'll know. Yeah, it was pretty much that. It was pretty much that simple. We're gonna get the ball rolling again, guys. Niko's coming back to YouTube, but I need your help this time. I need the constructive criticism because I've done a bunch of stuff on my channel. Look, my channel is like this Picasso painting, this entourage of all kinds of stuff that I've experimented with. And of course, if you look at the views, the news stuff does the best. I get that, but damn, I love doing these podcasts and stuff. I love you guys seeing, me talk about this in a different format, going through news-related stuff, talking to you personally on a one-to-one level. You've seen it plenty of times. I've done skits, I've done Let's Plays and stuff. I try to give you more bang for your buck. I don't want to be a one-trick pony. I get it, jack of all trades, master of none. But I am okay with that. I am okay with that. But I just want to hear from you guys what you have to say. So don't be shy. Let me know. Let Nick or Niko know. It's Saint Niko list. Saint Niko. Because I'm not. It won't bother me. Trust me. I've handled rejection, humiliation, embarrassment plenty of times in my life. I mean, just look at me. Just look at me. Anyway. That'd be much appreciated. You don't have to, but if you're listening here, always much obliged. Okay. So at this 100th episode, I've been doing YouTube for a while now. If you go back to the beginning, it'll say 2008 with the earliest video. Okay, yeah. I did 2 videos and then I stopped. I didn't do anything YouTube until 2016. And then that's when I really started to grind the gears and got shit going. It took a long ass time to get it going. And then, 5 years later, here we are, still not at 1,000 subs. I'm still struggling, climbing up that steep fucking YouTube hill, the bullshit no more dislike hill. And, that's why I took a break in the beginning. That's why I went on vacation. I wanted to, recollect my thoughts, ease up, back up, go up for air, And I lost a few subs. That's look, consequences. That's how it is. But at least it wasn't a large amount. So anybody who's still here, who has found me and still listens to my stuff, you guys are awesome. Awesome. I mean, if you're subscribing to me just to be an asshole and a meme, okay, whatever. I don't care. Do what you want. Haters gonna hate, right? I'm okay with that. And the Niko Show, it's it's always gonna be a constantly changing thing. So like I said, the first episode was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, or something like that. And all it was just me saying hello. And then we go into news-related stuff. And that was it for an hour. And fast forward to today, now it's a bit of a hybrid. We have a main subject we talk about, and then we have news-related stuff, and then an introduction type deal. I literally went in reverse Niko podcast style, which is kind of funny. And that's how it is. It's very chill. Anybody who's been at the Niko Show knows what I'm talking about. Anybody who's listening to me right now on Spotify or watching me on Facebook or Twitter or wherever you find me, you know what you know where I'm coming from. So we stopped with episode 86 on YouTube. That was the last post for a while on my YouTube channel until I did a Mass Effect video about a month ago. Didn't get me anywhere, but whatever. It was kind of like testing the water, see if I really wanted to come back, just poking the bear a little bit. But now we're coming back, and I decided to choose a Niko Show episode because I wanted something very down to earth and something that you guys can take with you, hear it anywhere, see it anywhere too. People like my voice apparently. I get compliments about that. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Ladies, what do you think? Do you like the itchy, rashy face? Guys out there, I appreciate it. That's all I gotta say. But see, doing these podcast episodes, despite my lack of consistency through, wherever I post them, wherever I upload them, you guys know what I mean, lack of consistency. I try to make every episode something unique and important, though. Not something that it's just where you miss like 50 episodes because I post like 10 a day or something, right? Or people just post an episode every day. But they could take the weekends off and stuff and then come back, do it for. Like I said, some people just, that's all their platform is mainly podcasting and stuff. And I think it's one of the best forms of entertainment. I think it's awesome to be in front of the mic and just talking to an audience or just somebody or anybody, honestly. Me just speaking out loud is something that I always appreciate because, you're getting your thoughts out there. You're trying to formulate some type of program for people and for yourself. And it's a type of exercise, right? It's a type of reflecting exercise that I think a lot of people should try to do. Just like I try to let people know how awesome it is to write a book. I've done a podcast on that, stuff like that. I don't necessarily make every episode about video games, although that's the main topic. But, I switched it up. I've done it on space. I don't care if it's bad or good. I just try. I try to improv. I try to formulate thoughts that come to my head that I've been thinking about for a while. I try to get special guests on the podcast. Anybody who's been on my podcast who's been a special guest, always a pleasure. Fucking love those people. Seriously, everybody's been awesome that's been on my podcast. If you go on somebody's podcast and you're a douchebag, click, see you later, right? Curtains closed. Show's over. But sometimes I like to post it anyway, maybe, just for laughs, shits, and giggles, and just so people are informed how much of a loser the person I'm interviewing or talking to. But everybody's been pretty great. We've had John Paul Hayward. He's a musician, composer. We had the beautiful Victoria Hofferson, good old Vic, fashion designer, cosplayer. She was awesome. She was one of my favorite interviews. We had Carolyn Woolis, from the Dawn Patrol, local musician, also very beautiful. I had a blast with her. First time ever doing an in-person interview with somebody. You got the footage, great hour and a half video. Anyway, I'm not trying to shameless plug here. I'm just letting you know. Then we had one of the best motherfuckers of lo-fi entertainment ever, and that's Michael. Mikel. He is a legend in my book. That guy is amazing. Had a blast talking to him, and his music is fantastic. He does great lo-fi video game music covers, and he does his own work too, original work, and it's just awesome every time. Guy's a legend in my book. And then, so you get the idea, so on and so forth. And don't worry, we got 3 interviews coming up soon. You'll see them coming up. One with a dancer, entertainer. She knows who I'm talking about if you're listening. 2, a hot yoga instructor. Rar. Emphasis on the rar or the hot. And 3, we might have John Paul Hayward back on the show to talk about his latest album and just having a good old chit chat with the man, because he was a blast to have in the first place. And I've been actually 4 interviews. Well, I tried to get St. Wolven back on the podcast, but she's been quite busy. But that's okay. She's been one of my favorites. She's been on the Niko channel a lot and plenty of podcast episodes. We did Dayton Does or Red X, same person to me, about maybe a month ago. Talked all about Pokemon and stuff. That was fucking fun, So yeah, if you're an aspiring artist or somebody who has a unique job per se, or I don't know, something crazy you want to talk about, just let me know. Let me know if you want to go into a deep discussion about whatever, right? I don't mind. I mean, just don't try to hack my currents, my money, my wallet, and kidnap my pillows or something. We just have a straight one-on-one conversation. That's all we want. That's all we want. Talk about anything. That's okay. So, yeah, we're just talking right now. Nothing really too is a lot of this might be pretty generic information, pretty general, but that's okay. So I'm going to be doing it this format. We're at the 100th episode. It's a big deal to me, and hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Anybody who does podcasts or videos, when you reach these milestones, they are a big deal. Really are. What's some stuff? Let me ask you this: what stuff do you like in the podcast that you like hearing the most, and what stuff that I should help fix? That's a question I asked somebody. The lovable dancer, she knows who she is. The lovable entertainer, she let me know that the soundboard is clicky because I got a mechanical keyboard and I have to press these buttons like this. So it sounds like I'm just pressing buttons at random, but that's how much it's the button hotkeys are embedded in my brain, implanted, whatever you want to call it. It's burned into my fucking skull, my retinas, or whatever you want to call it. So I just press a bunch of buttons because I know how to collage it or put them all together into one obnoxious noise. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, and like I said, we got special guests coming and all that. I'm not gonna try to keep you guys here for too long. You get where I'm coming from. So the main reason why I wanted to do the Niko show. It's a very good question. I think it was just going back to the beginning. It's kind of hard to remember the humble beginnings, right? Because as time goes on, your memory gets a little blurry. You got to really think hard. I don't know. I think I just literally thought I had the innocent idea of that it would just be fun just to talk about all things gaming or whatever news related stuff in the beginning for an hour and just see how it goes. Try to broaden my horizons. We'll go with that cheesy ass explanation, And I mean, and we're here now. I still want to do it. It's still a ton of fun. Like I said, I meet new people. I talk about new things. I discover new things about me. I talk about things I thought I'd never talk about. Which in the near future, there will be something that we're going to talk about that's pretty dark. It's actually about my dad. We're talking all about my dad in one of these later episodes. So it might be a little bit more depressing on the depressing side, but I want to get it out because just real quick, some big family troubles going on in my life right now, and it involves my dad. So not asking for pity or anything like that. So don't say anything in the comments saying, "Oh my God, I hope everything's." Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What I am saying is that, my mind is telling me that I should reflect on this to help make myself feel better. Reflection is good. And I think doing a podcast is one of the best ways to do it, And somebody out there can listen or empathize or who cares, right? Like I said, this is not a pity game. Niko doesn't want that crap. Nobody else wants that crap. So, empathize. Empanadas. Beef empanadas. I don't like chicken empanadas. Beef empanadas all the way. So, yeah, here we are, guys. Back in the saddle. Niko in the flesh. Still the pale man. I've been trying to get sun every day. Been trying. Killing it in the gym with clients. Doing a lot better with training clientele. Things are going good business-wise. Back to writing. Doing some short stories and stuff. And for this 100th episode, I'm gonna do this. This is a shameless plug. And I'm going to post this in the description. I should have said this in the beginning, but just because I don't want it to be all about this, I have a new channel that's up. Yeah? And you want to know what it is? And you're not going to, I bet you anything, you're not going to give a shit. It's a Let's Play channel.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert!
It's a Let's Play channel. A straight classic old school Let's Play channel. Yes, but hear me out on this. It's called Let's Plop. Like plop. P-L-O-P. Let's Plop. Okay? And it's not just me. This channel will never have a solo playthrough of any game. This channel is literally my dumping grounds for anything Let's Play. That's what it is. It's a dumping ground for anything Let's Play that I do a collaboration with anybody that I play games with. And you'll see it. It's an episodic adventure. It's not me dumping streams from Twitch or, I don't do that shit, or doing YouTube streams and dumping that, calling it a Let's Play. I don't think that's a real Let's Play in this sense. But think Game Grumps, okay? Classic Game Grumps with John and Aaron. Doing episodic adventures, doing commentary with two people. Now you have that idea, kind of like that, making jokes, simple commentary, just hanging out, playing a video game, just chilling, having a good time. So that's what I mean by old school way of commentary, Let's Play, and everything. So that channel is up, Let's Plop. It'd be great if you guys could check it out. Just give it a shot. All it is right now is just the channel trailer. And you might like the channel trailer. That was all me, baby. It was all me. But the first episodes will be uploaded this weekend. Or the first episode will be uploaded this weekend. And it's a classic. It's a classic. It's one on the dino side of things. It's a classic dino game. So maybe that'll make you more excited. But me and my good friend, Jeremy, a.k.a. Carnivorous Brain, we're the first ones up to bat. So I'm always going to be there, but I might have different, people in the passengers. We might have a full car loaded with people, whatever. This is going to be great. It's going to be fun. So if you want to check that out, another extension of Niko, like I said, I got plenty of collaborative Let's Plays on my channel and regular Let's Plays on my channel. So that's why I just want to go do it on its own thing. And that's all it is. It's just classic Let's Plays. Anyway, so yes, now I'm just dumping all this useless information. But hey, if you want to check it out, it means a lot to me. Okay, so Niko Show, 100th episode. Just remember, we got plenty of great episodes coming. There's awesome interviews I'm going to be doing in the near future, and then a really dark episode about me, my dad and I. We're talking about my dad. Big YouTube comeback, right? I call it a big comeback, but that's just that's for the kids. That's for the bells and whistles. That's for the entertainment purposes. The facade side of things. You will see this episode posted today in the next few hours. But if you're seeing this now, it's being premiered on YouTube. It's whatever. But, anybody else who's listening to this, yeah, I appreciate it. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Not just me, but anybody who made it this far. I want to keep doing the Niko Show. I want to keep talking to you guys. I want you guys to keep listening to me, as best as you can. I get it. There's a lot of podcasts out there. We're really busy in life and all that crap. Still lockdowns and all this pandemic crap going on. So maybe you have more free time. But if not, whatever. But if anybody who's just gave me a shot, that's always appreciative as well. It's better than nothing. I'll take that anytime. So you can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Libsyn. Okay, Libsyn, you'll see the link for that. Twitter, Facebook, and on Twitch. Okay, you'll see all those links down below. And then you will also see the link to the Let's Plop channel. Okay, Let's Plop as a classic Let's Play channel. I want to bring it back, baby. I want to make Let's Plays great again. Yeah, I bet you guys like that one. So, Saint Niko bids thee farewell, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. I have been your host, NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, rambling idiot, and vigil. I hope to see you again, Pathfinders. And if I don't be discouraged. I'll be there in spirit. Or I could become your toilet.